So people asked how did I manage to make the damaged animation of my game Fermi Parallax um, by just setting it to white, every pixel to white. The usual approach is to modulate the sprite, right? But especially if you are using world environment with glow, using modulation won't work. The sprite will start to glow and it will be very messy. So instead, I recommend to use this shader. I took this shader from gamedev. He actually shared on Twitter. And essentially this node, if this uniform is set to true, it will return colors. Instead of the original color, it will return white. So essentially I just have to animate this to get this damage animation. And this is exactly how I did it. So the damage animation is basically a sequence of toggling this on and off. So this is the damage animation. And there's something really cool about this approach. I actually saved this animation so I can reuse it on every other object that can be damaged. Asteroids, the enemies, the player, the very player itself. So I just had to reuse this animation. And to make this work, I just have to set the root node of the animation player to be the node that has this shader material, the shader material that I just showed you, this one. And the interesting part about this approach as well is that since Godot has a system where children of a canvas item can inherit its material, for cutout animation, which is the animation style that I use the most, I just had to select everything here, go to the material category and set this property use parent material to on. So without that, let me show you. Without that, if I set to damage, you can see that nothing happens. But if I set this again back to use parent material, you can see that stuff started to be white. I don't know why not everything is white. Maybe I skipped a something, I guess. But yeah, essentially you just have to make sure that other other objects also has the use parent material set to true. And if you animate this property, this uniform on the shader, everything will be set to white. And this is how I did the damage. Oh, and something else that you can try is to make this look the shader, the damage shader, local to scene, because otherwise if you set this to true, if you set the damaged property to true, other enemies, other objects will also turn to white. So it's better to make sure that it is local to scene. So each instance of a scene will have its own shader, and they will not sync, they will not share this property. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this is helpful.